Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon. This is Nikki, also known as Face Trader, and you're watching the Awesome 10X live market update for the global. It's November 2020. It's already a Friday. Let's begin. There's a lot of winners, so let me just highlight that there's just so many fast winners for Awesome 10X. I can't list all of them, but did you know that, of course, in a single month of October to November, Xiaopeng was 20 to 50, RC Moto was 5 to 16, Magnite was 7 to 14, Grow Generation was 16 to 30, Palantir was 9 to 19, Unity was 66 to 120, there was F Cell that was 2 to 6, Nano Dimension 2 to 6, ChargePoint 12 to 24. You've got a lot of 100% and more winners. Have you gotten all of them? The answer of Awesome 10X is did. Yes, we do have all of these names. We did make a lot of money on these names, and we would like to invite all of you to actually make money with us. So Awesome 10X will like to help all of you. Go to awesome10x.com, subscribe, and we will help you from the start to finish, how to fund your account. You're a Filipino, you're not a Filipino, but we usually help Filipinos invest globally as we felt that Filipinos have to learn. I'm from the Philippines and I'm Filipino Chinese, but I do think that most Filipinos are not exposed in the best trends in the world, the awesome 10x trends, whether they be electric vehicles, solar companies, artificial intelligence, robotics, and of course your usuals, your e-commerce and your video games. And so yeah, so SaaS names, cybersecurity, and we've got all of that for you. So yeah, just a free Friday class invite again. It's actually a Friday again. Every Friday we always have our free Friday classes. You can actually check all of them in our YouTube channel. Take a look at the pics that we've done, and yes, I hope that you can see for yourself that we are not just people who say things. We actually say and we do. And we've been helping a lot. Housewives, Filipinos, non-Filipinos make a lot of money. These are just some testimonials on our Slack group. Actually, there's just so many. So, kasi RC Moto really did so well. Anyway, it's in my Viber. It's in my Viber. So I'm not like sharing the it's very private. But yeah, there's a lot of people. I think this one was okay to be shared. So we want to share to the housewives out there who's very scared about the market. Do follow Awesome 10X. This is a housewife testimonial. She had a 9% move on her account last night. Definitely it was about the electrics. She said that I'm shy to post. I started July. My portfolio was up 9% in a day last night. Amazing. I'm a housewife here. It's a lot of people. Let me just share to you a few things. This one. This is a person who said that where do you get $6,000 just by sleeping? Make money, global stocks. Hashtag awesome 10x. Invest in only the most awesome 10x secular trends. SBE, aka ChargePoint, 100% win last night. So as you could see, $6,000 is significant for him. 20% of his account. That means yeah, his cost was 12.56. It hit $24 last night. We are indeed happy to help many Filipinos, and some Filipinos are already crying because sobrang amazing daw ng Awesome 10X. Bro, if you have time today, this person is saying, check out the chart of these global stocks. Imagine mo, monthly setting lang para ma-convince ka to go global. ChargePoint, yes. FUV, Xiaopeng, Palantir, Pintuoto. Yes, we got all of that. Pintuoto, 75 was a buy for Awesome 10X. It hit 150, and any dips is actually a great buying opportunity. There's a lot of buying opportunities, and I'm going to share some of them. Yep, Grow Generation was great. Before I answer some of your questions, let me just read news for you. So I'm going to read some news. The CSIQ, Canadian Solar, and Yotao, we're going to read their earnings reports for you. Canadian Solar was an awesome 10x pick since 22 to 24. People are asking, should they enter this dip at about 37 to 35? They want to enter solars. Let's try to read this, the earnings transcripts. Of course, the answer of Awesome 10X is that we continue to hold all of these names. We continue to hold for Solar, Sun Power, Canadian Solar. We never we never made a sell call. All of the sells at about 40 to 42 were just trim. That means that we continue to hold a core of our position. And we are actually, I'm leaning more to say to you that I am willing to buy this name at about 35 to 37. However, I'm going to just read first for you, and I need you to understand what you have been buying. And let's read the earnings transcripts. Okay, it's Dr. Sean Chi. He's the Dr. Sean Chi, the chairman and CEO. Dr. Hui Feng Chang, Ismael Guerrero, corporate VP, president of the wholly owned energy business. Let's take a look at the sunny future of Canadian Solar. Let's go to the slides. Some updates. We had a strong set of third quarter results. We achieved 3.2 gigawatts in module shipments. We achieved a revenue of $914 million. Agros successfully completed the pre-IPO equity raising in quarter 3. That would be the listing of our subsidiary. That would be MSS. Is going to be in China. So that is actually another positive thing for Canadians. In China next year. So in terms of timeline, we are targeting IPO next year, which is the reason to actually hold on to your Canadian Solar. We are on track to submit that official IPO by second quarter of next year. Moving on, the market has been volatile. However, the long-term sustainability of Canadian Solar, on the MSS side, this will be the more CapEx heavy. We focus on expanding capacity, increasing the level of vertical integration. This will give us our global market share, enhance pricing power, better control costs, and improve profitability. We'll expand on this later on. Also, we want to expand our market presence in other large-scale projects, investment vehicles. So these are grid-connected solar, energy storage, other clean energy projects developed by our energy business. Leveraging the experience we gained through the publicly listed Canadian Solar Infrastructure Fund in Japan, we want to launch more vehicles in Latin America and Europe within the next 12 to 14 months. For those who aren't in the know, the Canadian Solar Infrastructure Fund is a REIT, which actually makes you earn something like 6 to 8%. It's actually listed in Japan. Also, we want to execute our strategic growth areas, solar PVs plus storage market segment, where we are reaching key milestones, including recently signing our first large-scale energy storage system and supply service agreements, the 300 megawatt-hour milestone project in California. There's more to come. We have a huge backlog, 1.2 gigawatt-hours, additional pipeline of 4.8 gigawatt-hours. We expect the energy storage to start contributing to both revenues and profits over the next few quarters and drivers going forward. Shipments on the MSS business up 33% above guidance. Revenues and gross margin very high, better than expectations. Demand continues to be strong. We are making a deliberate strategic shift as well to a new era of growth in solar energy driven by grid parity. This is similar to what Clean Spark is doing, which is also an awesome 10x pick for those who aren't aware. We had a buy on Clean Spark, 750 to 9, ever since it made an equity offering at 9. It's now trading at about $10.60. For those who aren't aware, Clean Spark, CLSK. So we have been willing to bet on this name, and we do think that this one goes higher. So from 14, it fell to about 750. We were willing to say was a buy. So at 750 to 9, it was a buy. Those who don't have it, who wants to add on 10 or 10.50, I do think that your downside is 9. Your upside is more than $20. So it's something that you want to actually put an eye on, especially for those who are wanting to have a renewable energy play in their portfolio. There's a lot. CleanSpark is very small. It actually got, there was, I think, a short sell report about, that's why it fell at 14 to 7, saying that there will be dilution. They did an equity offering at $9. So that is already okay. They don't need to, so they have already raised money. Wait up, guys. And of course, if you want to know more about my coverage on CleanSpark and Canadian Solar, we have an in-depth coverage inside Awesome 10X Inner Circle. Okay, so in terms of cost of polysilicon PVs, it increased by 70% around June and September this year, but it will come down somewhat, remains around 50% higher than where it was in June. Glass and EVA prices have almost doubled since June. Logistics, mostly shipping, also doubled over the last quarter. So dollar also depreciated approximately 9% relative to yuan. As a standalone, it has put a pressure on our gross margins. But when you combine everything today, it's still quite unprecedented. So, followed by a massive surge during the COVID pandemic, we have a little bit of a shortage on aluminum, copper, glass, but we are at the point of maximum pain or very close to it. Things should start to improve from here. So they're talking about some pressures on their margins because of the costs. First, we're also seeing capacity expansion in the production of shortage materials. We are switching some of our capacity to produce solar glass to take advantage of the exceptional margins. So in China, wherein we have increased our market presence, relative prices are attractive. Margins aren't affected by forex and ocean shipping costs. We think China would approximately be about 25% of our shipments next year, up from just 10% in an average year. So a double or a 250% move, 100 to 250% move. So yun, low. It's really good. You can actually check it out. I'm gonna give you but you can read all of it, no? So after a double, does this warrant to be held? The answer for us in 10x is it's a yes. You just hold on to your Canadian solar. For those who don't have Canadian solar, you can take advantage of the recent dip in prices. It's currently at about $35. So I'm gonna just show to you CSIQ. I am I really believe in diversification. So CSIQ is not the only solar company that we own. We have a lot. Here's one of them. There will be some profit taking. You can see that 43 all the way to 35. It can get some pullbacks there. That would be a 20% discount, right? Can this go higher? My answer would be yes. It's going to go all-time highs. It's going to break pace next year. So those without any solar panel, solar manufacturer panel should actually own some Canadian solar. So here at about 35, you can get 39. However, any dips might be considered from about 37, 35, even as low as 31 if you are lucky. So I don't think that So I don't think they were even opining that here the people who wanted to enter at 37 can enter. Went to 43, there was some profit taking, but any dips here at about 37, 36, 35, all the way to 31 are all buying opportunities for those who don't have Canadian solar. Another company pick that we should discuss, should we now buy Yotao? Take note that people, Yotao was something that we had an active sell recommendation about 34 We said to pick it up at 24, and we made another sell rec at about 32. After trading on and on, of course, we have a Spotify Faces Trader. I shared YouTube. So yeah, I am on YouTube. Yeah, so right now I do think that it's very strong. Let's read the earnings call for Yotao. In my view, we can get back in after selling at 30 and 29. This is a re-entry point, 28, 27, all the way to about 24. Meaning this one, in my view, can go back up to about 34 to 37 or even as high as 45. Let's see what this online education name can do for your portfolio. Take a look at the earnings transcripts. Let's read it also. It's still loading. Yotao is a buy. Okay, let's read the insights. Results and the insights. Business updates. So a lot of people feel that because the market is going to do reopening, that most of these educational companies should actually dwindle down, given that most people are going back to school eventually, right? So however, we think that Yotao is not really a traditional education company. They can actually do an OMO, online merging with offline. Yotao is a leading intelligent learning company in China. It is, of course, a popular course. Take note that in the summer of this year, they had after-school tutoring courses. The company is making paid installment student enrollments for K-12 courses. The premium courses amount to over 460,000 yuan, representing an over 500% increase compared to the corresponding period last year. Taking advantage of China's online education industry, the company has strengthened its core teaching and content development capabilities. And the company increased also their sales and marketing effort. And they, although the investment can widen their net losses because it is a capex intensive thing to do marketing and sales, they do benefit from. They do think that's going to benefit the company measures in the long run. And actually, that is something that Awesome 10X likes to do as well, to keep on promoting and promoting so that more and more people can actually learn about Awesome 10X. We wish to have our testimonials be the viral organic growth move for this channel. Now, paid student enrollments are subject to future adjustments, representing only a measure of the company's performance, indicating the financial results. Okay, so let's read the transcript as well. Okay, insights, shares of Yotao. The earnings is down because they are spending a lot. They said that they're going to spend on sales and marketing. So they don't want to issue an earnings guidance yet. However, I'm going to show to you how much the Yotao pens are doing. It's actually a very strong move. So I'm going to read I'm not sure if I put it here. Let me see if I shared it in the summaries. Summaries is something that we give to our Awesome 10X clients so that they can actually add on to their winners or actually initiate coverage if they don't have it. So here, let's see. For those who aren't aware, the intelligent learning that they're saying is the Yotao pens. Our intelligent learning devices grew at an accelerated clip with revenues reaching 163 million yuan, up 300% year on year. That's the hardware. 89% quarter over quarter, we shipped about 250,000 units of our dictionary pen, up 59% from Q2. Over 70% of our dictionary pens were purchased by or for a K-12 user. We continue to integrate software and hardware here to deliver even more seamless experiences. For example, you can now scan words, phrases with your dictionary pen. In Q4, we are launching a new dictionary pen, confident that it will further strengthen our leading position in intelligent learning devices. So it's an educational hardware pen. Let me say a few more words about this learning device. During the last 2 years, we've clearly witnessed the introduction of a flourishing set of smart learning devices. Parents and kids are both loving it. We believe that every kid deserves this device, and this device will more integrate with online learning services. Yotao is an expert in AI, artificial intelligence, learning content, hardware design, brand recognition, and we are well positioned to lead this fledgling industry. On our decisions on the principle why I invested in Yotao early on. You could see it all actually. If you want to just read Spotify, Yotao, Faceless Trader, it's all Googleable book. I also shared Yotao in several free channels. So this is just more of a, should Yotao be in your portfolio, Faceless Trader, podcast on Spotify, Starbucks Now, Yotao Pens, Xiaomi device. So at $24, we actually had a buyback here. You at $30. This is another buyback entry for us. Even at 29, of course, all the way to 25. All the way 29 to 25, Awesome 10X wants to buy Yotao, DAO, and CSIQ. Those are your earnings news for the day. And of course, guys, we have a special announcement for you. We are happy for that IPO. So I'm like, you have to subscribe. Wait up. Okay, let me now read some more questions. Charlie is asking, what is the entry for the following now that the prices have gone up? Your Archimoto, SBE, Velodyne Lighter, Palantir, Enphase, Spotify, Yotao, and about 5 to 7 deserve for a setup if Arsimoto will give a setup. So the charge point at 24, it's very hard to enter this name if you don't have it at 12, 13, 14, $20 if you can still enter. If you want to add, wait for it to fall 20 then, but I don't think. Yeah, my connection is a bit choppy, sorry. Palantir, it's a bit hard to enter. I think $15 below. That's why the winners will keep on winning 3 point. And face, it's at 125. I don't think you have an entry point. If you miss it at about 45, 50, 60, I think that don't have an entry point. Unity, we liked it in 66. The highest that I was willing to enter was 100. But I can modify that entry for Unity to as high as 110 below if you want. It's doing 118. Let's see if you can get a $10 drop for Unity for an entry point. Velodyne LiDAR is a bit of $15 below. We are willing to buy that. We were actually actively saying that Velodyne LiDAR at $13 was actually something that bottomed out, and even at 15, it was okay. Grow generation is too high for an entry. I don't think you can enter anymore. CSIQ, a buy on dip? The answer there is yes. Could you know of any new companies that has a potential? We actually have a list of new companies with a huge 100 to 300% win. It is actually inside the inner circle though. Usually, that's the reason why we want you all to subscribe, so that before they rise, you have it. So yeah, thank you, Nikki. My first ever 100% gain is Palantir. Congratulations. Yeah, Palantir was a free Friday class pick. We do give a lot of free winners as well, even if you're not inside the inner circle. Pinky is asking, hi, Nikki, is Tattooed Chef a hold? Yep. Last night, there was a short sell report by some guy, carry something. In my view, that is not, it's not something that we believe in. Tattooed Chef, cauliflower crust pizzas have a huge growth potential. I don't think it is expensive. So I'm holding on to it. So we usually diversify. Therefore, we aren't willing. It's not that so Tattooed Chef is like 5% of the portfolio. Maybe some people have it 10% or 15%. We have Tattooed Chef and Beyond Meat. These are both companies that we like on a secular level. So yeah, we're a hold here. We're not selling. And for those people who don't have Tattooed Chef, we think that the current price is about $16 below. Should actually be a good entry point for those who don't have it. Your channel is very informative. Just listening to your free classes, my portfolio is up 18%. Thank you, Awesome 10X. Yes, I agree. Thank you very much. Indeed, you don't have to subscribe to our inner circle picks. Even our free class picks should actually already benefit you. So it really depends how you want it. Marcus is saying, do you think weed stocks are holding and going to go up? Holding some Sundial, Hexo, and Aurora Cannabis. For cannabis names, we did say that Grow Generation was something that we prefer. However, cannabis sector as a whole, the thing about these names is that Sundial, Hexo, and Aurora Cannabis aren't making money. They're unprofitable. Hexo is trying to make a break even next year. So between those three, I prefer to have some Hexo. But we actually prefer to have some names that are actually profitable in the cannabis space, given there's really a lot of competition. Nonetheless, I have no idea with Sundial, so I can't quite answer. With Aurora Cannabis, I remember that they made a share. So I'll answer only the cannabis names that I have an awareness from. All right. So Hexo, I think, is okay. They're not profitable today, but they will probably profitable next year. So if they're going to be break even next year, I think that there's going to be a significant pop. Aurora Cannabis went from 4 to 12. It's natural for it to go down to 6. However, Aurora Cannabis, we did say that even at $6, 50% higher than 4, the upside is probably warranted for the price of $6 or even at 7. So there will be some resistances. People would sell their Aurora Cannabis at 8 and 9 because they aren't aware. Because they're not sure if Aurora Cannabis can actually be a profitable company. there was a lot of share sale. As you could see, there's a lot of share sale here. So about 4 to 12 to 14, there's a lot of selling pressure at 12, and even a lot of selling pressure even at 9. So far, I think it is consolidating between 6 and 7. So at these levels, Aurora Cannabis, if you have Aurora Cannabis at 6 to 7, you can choose to hold on to it. There are some positive news happening in Aurora Cannabis. Of course, they sold shares as high as, they recently sold shares, so that's going to beef up their balance sheet. So yun, I think like you just have to give it time. SunPower po, what do you think? SunPower is a hold for us. We're not willing to buy at 20. The highest buy we had on SunPower was as high as 16. That was the highest price that we entered SunPower. We're just gonna hold on to it. So buy here at 7. We bought 7, 11. Some people added a 13 on the breakout here. Some people added more at 16. But at these levels of 21, we're not willing to buy more at 21, but neither are we willing to sell our winner. So we're just really holding on to these winners. There's a lot of winners. We have a lot of active buy recommendations. And so I guess this is just an open call, an open shout out to all of you to subscribe, www.awesome10x.com. Filipinos can pay us in Philippine pesos. There's a BDO, there's a GCash. It's all in the website. You can just register. It's just $40 per month or 2,000 pesos. I'm pretty sure that it is worth the money that you pay us for. You could see that we have in-depth reviews and we can analyze companies that's going to go 100 to 200%, sometimes in just a month. And actually 10x moves in the next decade. So of course, don't forget, please follow us, share us. We've got so many free stuff. Share our videos. Do tell the world about us. So pataasan lang talaga ng gains. Everyone's so happy. A lot of 100% moves. You can make money while sleeping with us. Just invest, diversify, watch our show. You'll make some money with us. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. That's it. Okay na.